Hey everyone, I'm Tara Cook, Tara Ari Pro on YouTube and Facebook, and with Anthony Johnson Realty. For those of you that caught this about 10 days ago, I attempted to do a little bit of homeschooling because I wanted to share with folks that first sale by owner is absolutely possible. But in doing so, I'm not a virtual teaching expert, and many of the things failed me as I was trying to do it. So I did a little more research, did a little more planning, and said, okay, let's try this again. So it's not my area of expertise, so sometimes I don't get it right the first time. So what we're gonna talk about is houses. It's not coming out. See, I don't have the right tools to do what I'm trying to do. If I was a teacher, I'd have everything. There's my house. And we're going to talk about FSBO. Can you see it? It says FSBO, for sale by owner. It's a very common phrase. And I'll be honest with you, most realtors hate it, but it's for obvious reasons. So if you're going to do a first sale by owner, the same as if you're going to repair your car or you're going to try to be a virtual teacher like me, you got to have the right tools. You got to have everything lined up and ready to go. So what do you want? You want to gain the most success out of what you're doing. So I've got my notes here because there's a lot to it, but I want to make sure, and if you're don't have a pen with you or anything like that, that's fine. I am going to post this on my blog with a list of everything for you to be able to follow. So some of the things that you need to do is you need to figure out how much time the process is going to take to sell your own home and be dedicated to the sale. Want to make sure you're happy with your decision. And as you're going, you need to, first thing, determine your sales price. Now, how do you determine your sales price? You need to pull comps. You need to compare square footage, amenities, location, dates of sales, financing for sales, properties, records of permits, year of the property, landscaping, type of materials, the type of home, quality of appliances, pools, amenities, HOA fees, deed restrictions, flood restrictions, zoning, school district, property surveys, neighborhood foreclosures, and general upkeep. Mind you, you don't want to go too far out of your area, though the house you can see across the bay is beautiful. It's not in your neighborhood, so you need to figure out what this is, and out from the get-go, what is your walk-away price? What is if somebody an offer that maybe you don't, is it something you're even willing to accept? But I always recommend do a counter offer. So make sure you have that right contract. I would not recommend doing a verbal offer. I also recommend having an attorney on your side if you are not going to have a real estate professional on your side. You need to understand financing. What are the different What kind of financing will your home be eligible for? Are you going to be good with an FHA, a VA? Are you doing first sale by? Are you doing an as-is sale? You are doing for sale by owner at this point. Traditional loans, investment property, owner financing. Are you doing mortgage assumptions, seller's assistance? Are you putting anything towards the closing costs? You need to make sure that you're prepared to manage all the deadlines that are required with financing. Determinations of pre-appraisals, pre-home inspections. Are those some things that you're going to look at? Professional services. Do you need an electrician, a plumber, a roofer, HVAC, pest control, title company, attorney? All those things you kind of want to have in your little bag of tricks and your toolbox to make sure that you're most successful. Let's cross this off. Wind mitigation reports, 4-point inspection reports, photos. Who's going to take your photos? Are you going to do professional photos? Do you have a professional photographer? Is it somebody that regularly does property photos? Are they going to do aerial photos? How much is that going to cost? What is your advertising budget? Where are you going to advertise? What things do you have access to for advertising? Obviously, to get your home sold the quickest, you want to have it out as many locations as possible. Digital ads, social ads, print ads, signage, direct mail. What are you going to do to properly advertise your property and make it work for you? Now, you're going to list your property. You need seller's disclosures. You need to write your property description. You need proper photo arrangement. Really does draw people in. Contact details. Who is going to be fielding all these calls that you're going to get on your property? What about when somebody drives by the property? How are you going to make sure that you're secure and that this isn't somebody that's, has other motives or, could possibly be sick at these times? You want to make sure to protect the security of yourself, the security of your home, and at these days, also the health of yourself. Now, with that being said as well, are these people that are coming to your home, are they pre-approved? Well, I quite frankly wouldn't let anybody into my house if they weren't pre-approved to know that I wasn't wasting my time or their time and that they're secure coming into my house and that my safety of myself and my children are all set. Are you going to do Zillow, Realtor.com, Trulia, Homes.com, Redfin, for sale by owners, sales, real estate, which, let's decline that call. That's my dad from Ireland. All right, and now you're going to schedule showings. You're going to be fielding the inquiries. You're going to be vetting, screening, scheduling, walkthroughs, pop-ins, open houses. How are we going to manage those? Have a plan. Have somebody to know that knows what you're doing. So security first. Yes, we want to sell your home, but we want you safe. We want you healthy. Money offers, verbal offers, written offers, negotiations. What kind of things can come into negotiations? What's the difference between the offer on the home versus you also have terms to the home? Is there furniture involved? Is there earnest money deposits? What are the terms, contingencies, the timelines for financing, timelines for inspections, timelines for response and termination, post-occupancy, closing date? Those are all things you will be working on negotiating. Counter offer. Document everything. That is the biggest thing I can tell you. Document everything. In this day and age, I would love to say that we can take words, we can take a text message, document it, make sure everything's signed off appropriately. If you have an electronic signing service, that's a wonderful way to do it as well. And again, have an attorney on your side. And make sure that that's in your budget for selling your home. How much does your attorney charge per hour? What kind of things are they going to need to do for you? How long is it going to take for them to go over the contract? How many times are they going to have to review the contract during negotiations? Make sure to keep that in mind. Again, you're going to come to, after counters, you're going to come back to acceptance. You're going to go earnest money deposits, terms, contingencies, timelines, inspections, surveys, and any reason that the contract can be terminated as well. And then we're going to follow through up on inspections and the financing and the appraisal. We're going to watch all those timelines. We also have the 4-point. We have the termite inspection. Need to make sure the buyers are set for all their insurance and anything they may have to get for that. Gas inspections, title searches, lien searches, appraisals. Do you have any open permits on your home that you don't know about? And then yes, after the home inspections and all that, we may be back to renegotiating everything. Is the home going to appraise? What happens if a home doesn't appraise? There's so many little details that I want to make sure that you have. If you decide that you're going to sell your house on your own, absolutely can do it, but you have to be prepared. Similar to how I wasn't prepared to do my virtual education last time. Then we come to closing. Again, get a lawyer. You have HUD statements. Do you understand your HUD statements? Did you get all the discounts that you qualified for? Did you make sure to save every dime along the way? There's a lot of different ways we could do this, but make sure that you know of those little ways that you can save funds. So at the end, you got it all done. There's lots of hours, lots of time. Hopefully you're not having to balance your regular full-time job, kids and all that with that, because it is a lot to handle. But if you're ready for it, you got it. And as long as you got your full bag of tricks ready to go, making sure you're secure, you're healthy, you're staying healthy through this, no reason you're not going to sell it on your own and hopefully successfully walk to the table, netting the most amount of money in the shortest amount of time with the least amount of issues, because you made yourself an expert in it before you began and really eliminate those headaches. So yes, you can sell your home on your own. If that sounds like a lot, or you have some questions and you're debating, should I do it on my own? What's the balance? What is, what's the potential? What's it going to look like? What am I going to net if I sell my home on my own versus if I use an agent? What's the difference in there? I'm happy to answer it. Do I want you to sell your home on your own? Probably not. I mean, for obvious reasons, I'm a realtor and that's what I do 24/7 hours a day. And that's what I'm highly skilled at, and negotiations, love them. But I'm happy to answer questions if you do decide that's the route you want to go. If you're of the mind that you don't want to do it on your own, well, guess what? I'm here for you. There's a lot of realtors out there that are experts in their field, and we're more than happy to help you meet your real estate goals, be it selling your house or finding your new house. Feel free to reach out to me at any time, 727-269-2445 or at tara.repro@gmail.com. And remember, if I'm not in your direct area, but you'd like some solid guidance on where to go, I'm more than happy network of individuals that I know that are client focused and results driven. So give me a call anytime. I'm more than happy to help. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day. And I wouldn't say this was the best teaching class, but then again, I'm not an expert at virtual teaching. So have a great day, guys. Thanks again. And it's not shutting off.